Oh, it's time now to bring it to this round table because over here we start and spark some debating. It's time for you to kick back with your own family at home and sort of debate it out. See what scenario works for you, what you would do, what you would pick, what you might not pick. It's time to dip our Oma and indulge in that way. It's time for us to play Would You Rather. Today's one is a very tricky one and it's a personal one. Ladies, I don't know. Do you want to get personal with me today?
We can get personal. I mean, don't you do that around a round table?
That's it. And that is the whole thing about the round table. Well, I'm going to give you a scenario, okay?
Okay.
And I'll give it to everyone at home as well. You lent your friend 1,000 Rand 2 months ago, and they still haven't paid you back despite multiple reminders. Would you rather?
Okay.
And here are your options. Would you rather, A, remind them firmly that they need to pay you back, or B, just forget it and move on? No drama. Money is money.
I think there needs to be different options to that. It's so hard.
You can only choose from those two.
Okay. Can I go first?
Please go first.
I would go with B only because I know when I lend someone money, I'm willing to part with it.
Yes.
I don't necessarily, like I won't just say, I think it through.
Yeah.
But I don't expect it back, but I won't tell them that. So
Yeah.
if they don't pay me back, it's
Yeah.
no hard feelings.
I love you for that.
Yes.
And at least now I know that you are willing to part with money
But
that
you know who's gonna ask for a loan.
no, but that doesn't mean I'm going to say yes. It depends on the friend. I
Okay.
think this can
Yeah.
really ruin friendships
Yeah.
because I
Yes.
think there's a lot of frustration that builds up. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I just lent you $1,000, but you are living your best life in Long Street. Like,
Oh, yeah.
that pay me back.
Now, how's that cocktail?
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's so friend dependent, honestly. Yeah.
And what would you do then? What would you rather?
B.
No, I'm saying
Are you
same with
also
Zoe.
B?
I would go
Just
with
forget
B.
it, move on, no drama. These
Yeah.
are the best friends ever,
conflict is
guys.
awkward. Oh.
Wow, well, I hope none of your friends who need money are watching right now because, I mean, now they know. Well, listen, have you been in a situation like this, Zoe?
I'm trying to think now.
And you can mention the friend
I
who...
have. No, shame. I
You can
have.
mention the friend.
Give them a shout out.
Don't do that.
Shout out, shame.
Yeah.
No, I have been in that situation, and it's a real situation. And sometimes people genuinely forget, or they didn't realize they were lending the money. They just assumed.
But you were giving it
Yeah.
to them.
But then I don't buy them birthday presents.
Yeah,
Smart.
because I mean, that was the birthday.
Yeah.
And have you been in this situation?
I've never been in a situation when I've given someone cash before, but I've been in a situation where I had a friend in varsity days that I kept buying stuff for, that I was like, I'll pay you back,
Yeah.
Never did. And then we were out the one night, asked her if she could buy my drink and I'd pay her back later, but then she suddenly had no money. But then I saw her at the bar an hour later and I was like, well... So that was a bit
Well,
awkward. So
that is aux cable.
I was very awkward.
Yeah, but that's also not a nice friendship. I mean, you kind of
Yeah.
want the friendship where someone will always have your back. So it's like,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
scratch your back, you scratch my back.
Maybe not
Can't hurt each other.
always have your back, because that's where it goes wrong. But let's see what your comments are on our Facebook. We've got our first one from Bongi Siwe, Cynthia Duma, who says, B, I know things are tough, but that's just me, my character. I keep quiet and move on, but you'll never get help from me again.
Wise words.
I mean, fair.
Because
Fair.
it's for me, and I agree, it's not an excuse.
but you
that
learn
things
your
are tough.
lesson as
Exactly.
well.
At least explain your
Exactly.
situation, right? Don't just keep quiet. Say, listen, things are tough.
Yeah.
We've got the second one. Zoe, do you want to take that one?
Tandeka says A, so that I can have peace of mind. At the end of the day, I was just helping out. He, she must also help me by paying me back. NB, never borrow anyone money.
My grandmother always says, go to the bank. Go to the bank. You want to know? Joanne Bierke says, honestly, I would remind them firmly to pay it back. Life is too expensive to be forgetting about your hard-earned money, to just be giving it away all willy-nilly.
Oh, but listen, if you are that person that, you know, that needs a helping hand, honor that agreement, pay the money back, because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you asked for that help, your
Yes.
friend helped you, don't take advantage of their kindness.
And if there is a situation that prevents you from paying back, say so. And whether you owe someone $1,000 or just want some extra cash in hand, then here's the thing: you can enter this week's competition to win $1,000 and delicious Oma Rusks hamper. Now, what you need to do to enter is tell us which South African city you'd love to travel to, and you want to take your Oma Rusks with you to that city and dip your Omas there. Share your dream location with us on the competition post. It's on our Facebook or Twitter pages, and include that hashtag dipping time in your answer. You have until tomorrow, 12 midday, to enter. So be quick. All the T's and C's are on our site, expressoshow.com. Good luck.
There we go.
Any time is dipping time when it's with the ones you love.